So the real question is, do you feel like what he did was enough to label him a gym creep? People, today we have an interesting one, and I want to see where most of you fall, because I did share this to my group chat and a few of them were a bit undecided, but ultimately we kind of came to the same decision. Me personally, from watching the clips I'm about to show you guys, I do believe the guy was in the wrong. However, I don't agree with everything the girl says, but watch this video, let me know you guys' opinion. You may side with the guy. We also have the king of gyms, aka Joey Swoll, does like a reaction we can kind of cover too. But it'd be interesting for you guys to form your own opinion before we hear from Joey, because sometimes people just side with whatever Joe says.
This is a story that if I told you, you wouldn't believe me, so I just gotta show you. And the crazy thing about it is I have it on camera. But let me tell you about this gentleman here. We're not gonna call him a gentleman. We're gonna call him this POS.
She says we're not gonna call him a gentleman. We're gonna call him a POS, aka piece of shit. I'm fine with that term. You know what I mean? It's the next bit. I'm like,
this predator plotting his way about what he is about to do to.
When you call someone a pred, and then you zoom in weirdly on them, it's all that's gonna almost stick. In all fairness, it does look like he's probably looking at the buns, but a guy looking at a girl in the gym, personally, I don't think that makes you a pred. Like, it's, if you find someone attractive, whether you're at the gym or at the supermarket, if you look at them, I don't think that makes you a pred unless you start doing something really, really weird.
Invade my space as a woman.
I'll let it play once first, but one thing I will say is I do not like when people try to weaponize whatever small group they are. For example, yeah, she said how he ruins my space as a woman. In all honesty, I view this video as a gym person.
I'm just doing my sets, minding my business, you know, putting more weights, enjoying myself, lake day, let's go. But little did I know that this is what was gonna happen next. And I'm still in shock. Here we go.
You good? Yo. You gotta go with me. I don't care. You're not gonna come right here. No, let's go. No. Go over there. You didn't ask me. Go over there. Go somewhere else. You don't do that. I'm a fucking female. You asked first. What's wrong with you? Am I tripping? No. All right.
So in case you didn't catch thoroughly what's happening, she's training in the squat rack. He was doing something next to her, like just stretching or stuff, but she had the squat rack first. While she's squatting, she can feel the guy behind her somewhat kind of lurking. And then the main thing that he does wrong realistically is out of nowhere, he just runs on the bar behind her on a squat rack while she's still in it and tries to just start doing pull-ups behind her, which is weird. And he starts going off at me in the gym, like energy super high, but he's more or less just kind of say like, oh no, I just thought I could do it. And then she goes, I'm a fucking female, don't do that, ask first. In my opinion, the female bit doesn't even come into play that much, in the sense that even if I was in the squat rack, yeah, doing something, if some dude or a woman just jumped behind me and started doing pull-ups without asking me and real close to me, it would be weird. The woman bit does add a little bit, because in general, men and women, even though people don't like saying this, they are different. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I don't want to get into it. We all know men and women are different in terms of who could potentially be a victim of someone in general. But the key thing, in my opinion, is that this just isn't good gym etiquette. No one ever in my time in the gym, and I've been on a squat rack, has ever just randomly, while I'm still in the rack, done pull-ups behind me or anything right on the rack. They always just say, can I quickly do a couple sets of pull-ups while I'm doing whatever? So that's why I think his gym etiquette was wrong. Now, when it comes to her shouting, I will play it again because I want you guys to kind of hear what she says, because I don't thoroughly agree with everything she said. You know what I mean? I feel like she could have told him, yo, just stop, go on a different rack. Because according to her, there were other racks free. Comment down below. Who do you think is more in the wrong? It can be a little bit of both. I'd probably give him like 75% of the blame and 25% to her. Because in these scenarios, I do believe that an important thing about conflict resolution, if you want to call it that, is you knowing what energy should be matched with, and also how to de-escalate. What she done was escalating it. Like, unless he actually touched her, I don't think it warranted this level.
It's about to do to invade my space as a woman.
So the first bit, you heard her say, let's see how he invades my space as a woman. It's not about you being a woman. It's about you being a gym person in the gym that has dibs a piece of equipment because you're using it. Women that go to the gym, please comment down below, because you may have a different thought. I normally just think about the etiquette of it for the most part, unless something sexual truly happens.
But little did I know that this is what was going to happen.
I will give you that. His smile looks hella creepy. Even though I don't think he's a pedo, I definitely will say that he was on demon time in the sense that the look on his face, he looked way too excited to jump on the bar behind her. I don't think he innocently just went on the bar, put it that way. I definitely think he took fuss. Those who ain't Jamaican, it basically means he was being extra. He went beyond his means just to go do this. There was no need to, but he decided to. Demon.
Here we go.
You good? Yo. You gotta go with me. I don't care.
Yeah, perfectly fine. She says, yo, you gotta go. That's what every single dude I think would have probably done. That bit's fine. I think she didn't like him responding back to her, which is why she got elevated.
Come right here. No.
I think he said, I've done nothing to you, but you didn't do nothing to her, but you did definitely invade the space. Whether she's a girl or a man, you was mad too close. She's in the squat rack. Squat racks aren't that deep. She's about in the middle of it, which means he's probably about that far away, maybe that far away from doing a pull-up. And bear in mind, when you pull up, your legs sometimes kind of swing forward a bit. So he's very, very, very close.
Go over there. You didn't ask me. Go over there.
As I said, she's still doing good here.
Go somewhere else. You don't do that. I'm a fucking female. You asked first.
It was there. I'm a fucking female. That bit to me was irrelevant. You know what I mean? So I've already said that 50,000 times, but that's when I started thinking, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It was just odd behavior. He looked too happy, too weird, too eager in general.
What's wrong with you? Am I tripping? No. All right.
So she does ask like people like, yo, was I in the wrong? But she asked another girl. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that's not a good thing. But I'm saying ask another girl. You know what I've found? Girls also, y'all congregate together. So even though I do think she's in the right, even if she was in the wrong, I feel like if you ask a girl, she probably would have said, yeah, because, you know, it's like team queen. Now to end it off, we got Joey Swoll. He doesn't come on video for it, but she's got him to do like a voiceover and she put it in the background of the video. He's describing what he sees and what he thinks should have happened.
It looks like you're in a single person squat rack? Absolutely not. If you're going to do pull-ups while somebody else is using a squat rack, you should absolutely communicate with them, ask their permission if it's okay. That can be very distracting, especially if you're mid-set. You can injure yourself. A single person squat, a squat rack is intended for one person at a time. He either should wait until you're finished squatting to do his pull-ups or ask you politely if he can do them while you're in between sets.
I think that's what every single body would do.
Like that, that blows my mind. I don't know if he's never been in a gym before, but that's not okay.
Yo. You gotta go with me.
So he doesn't talk about the last bit, but in general, regardless of whether you agree with the last bit of what I said, I'm interested to hear what people think, but I do not agree with labeling the gym creep. I would maybe say gym weirdo because the behavior was weird because it was outside the normal, but the creep thing, he didn't do enough in my opinion to warrant being a creep. Maybe, yeah, I just don't think he did. Let me know down below. That's probably the more interesting bit because many girls in the gym are too quick to label guys with names that aren't the names. You know, certified drakes. And those type of names, I don't think is justified and should be okay to just throw around willy-nilly because those kind of stigmas will stay forever with someone. Because I think in regards to the gym etiquette, I think most of us probably will agree there. But it's the question is, the other stuff that she accused him of, do you feel like that was too much or do you think it's on par based on watching the full footage? You know what I mean? That's the one I feel is the real meat and potatoes of the conversation. So let me know down below.